Hi guys, Adriel, and today I'm here with
Kitten.
And today I decided, since she came over, well she decided, not me, that we would tell how we met.
Oh, how we met.
Oh, the faithful day that those teachers let us sit by each other at lunch.
Oh yes. And if we get, I'm just gonna say this now, just as a thing. Next time I come over, if there's a next time, which there most likely will be, since her mother will know where I live, that next time we can do a best friend tag. You know how there's like those boyfriend tags and girlfriend tags? We're doing a best friend tag.
Okay.
Yep.
I know so much about you. This will be a breeze. Anyway. So, you want to tell, so I tell my story, my side first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I met a girl who we're going to call Pierogi. Because me and her both don't like pierogies, and we both don't like this girl. So we're going to call her Pierogies.
Yep.
And if she's watching, you know who you are.
Yes.
So, on a day, so during 6th grade, which me and Pierogies met in 3rd grade, but we've known each other since 1st, when she dumped her tray on me by accident.
Accident.
And she let me sit with her. But I was not her friend until 3rd grade. And I've known her since 3rd to 6th. Now, throughout this time that we've known each other, she kept saying, I'm gonna move away, I'm gonna move away, I'm gonna move, and all this stuff, because they were planning on moving, but they were never moving. They never moved. So I was stuck with her until 6th grade. She tells me, close to the beginning of the year, we might be moving. Now, I was sick of this girl by then, so I was kind of just like, I really don't care, but out loud, my face was like, oh no, I'm gonna miss you, no! But I really didn't care. But one day, there was a giant group at a table that was beside us, because me and her sat at like the end of the lunchroom alone. And there was this little commotion going on. We go over, and we see her. She's crying, because someone threatened to beat her up. And we were like, now I don't do good in situations, I still don't. My expressions are, let's make jokes, let's not make them more sad, let's just make them laugh. I can't be sad. But apparently I'm a therapist.
You are a therapist.
I'm her personal therapist. I'm paid through chocolate.
Yep.
Call me at I'mNotGivingYouAPhoneNumber.com. And yeah.
Yeah.
But, so she was crying, and I was just kind of like, you realize she's just I was like, I told her, I think I told you, that you realize this girl is literally just saying this for attention, right? Or something like that.
You did, but I was like, but I think I said like, oh no, she actually cared, and no one else cared, so I'm happy.
Probably.
I was...
Yeah, so me and Pierogies went back to our table, and it was like this for another 3-ish weeks, I think. And April came around, and Pierogies is like, well, I'm leaving, but this whole time she was here, I would only hear stuff about her. She was talking about her behind her back, she was calling her name, she was saying all this stuff about her, but never said it to her face. Now, the way I wanted friends, so I kind of, like, played along with this, even though I agreed with none of it. And then it finally came to the time where she ended up leaving, and I was like, I'm finally alone, she's finally gone! But then it dawned on me the next day, I never talked to people other than her. What am I gonna do?
Lonely.
That song started playing.
Lonely.
Yeah. I'm lonely. So, I ended up... These other two girls, we're gonna call Red and Cheetah, because she always wears cheetah pants.
Always.
So, they were sitting beside me at the next table, and they said I could go sit with them, because I was living alone now at a table by myself. So I went and sat with them. They were nice, but then they went to go sit with a different table. They offered to let me go sit with at that table. Little did I know, they only wanted me going over and sit at that table so I would dump their trays.
Yep.
When I refused to dump their trays, they all slowly started to leave.
Yep.
So then I was by myself again. And I was like, just like the good old days, nobody to bug me. So then that started this whole trend for 3 weeks of literally pick anything you want about somebody and you can hate them for it. That's what I started doing, just so I had an excuse to not talk to anybody. So I started making up stupid little things like, oh, I hate her because I like her shoes, or something like stupid like that.
I hate her because her hair is brown.
Yeah, like I made up any stupid, ridiculous thing just so I could hate people so I didn't have to talk to them. I wasn't mean to anybody, I just made something up in my head to make me hate everybody. But But then, one faithful day, I'm sitting there drawing with my food in front of me, because I barely ever ate when this was going on. I don't eat at school. And
School's gross. School food's gross.
yeah, except for their pizza. Their pizza and nachos are pretty good.
Yes.
And I was sitting alone, I had my head down, right, I was drawing, and then I hear,
Can I sit with you? Do you want to be friends?
and my automatic reaction is, wait, what? And I look up, and and then she says,
Can we be friends?
and then I said, what? But she then says, my name's Alyssa.
My name's Alyssa. Do you want to be friends?
And I was like, my name's Galadriel. And then that happened. And then I was like, you can call me Allie.
Allie.
And then she said Allie, and then I was like, okay. So then she sat down, and I was like, oh great, people to bug me. Now, my first expression of her, because she was wearing a dress this day, was, oh great, a prissy girl that's trying to turn me into her. Yay. So it went on for 2 weeks, and I did not talk to her for 2 weeks. I did not talk to her, I did not look at her, I did not even acknowledge her existence at being at that table.
I literally sat there wondering if she hated me for, I don't know what reason, for nearly 3 weeks, just hating me like everyone hated me back then, and I have no clue why, but they hated me. And I was thinking, oh, she doesn't like me, I should just leave. But then you were thinking.
And I was thinking, she's not gonna leave until I talk to her. Our literal thoughts just kind of went, hello. So her thoughts were, so at the end of this week, it was Friday. And her thoughts were, okay, I'm gonna move next week. I'll sit with her on Monday next week, but I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
My question was, I'm gonna talk to her on Monday, because she's not gonna leave till I talk to her. But then Monday came around, and I was like, looking down at my art, and went, so who's your favorite YouTuber?
What?
She was so caught off guard by this, because I hadn't talked to her since she sat there. So then I said it again. I look up, and I was like, who's your favorite YouTuber?
Then I said, oh, I had too many. But at the time, I literally had 4 YouTubers, and all 4 of them were Minecraft, because Minecraft just became mainstream. I'm not going to say their YouTube names, because I don't know if they care or not.
And then
they were YouTubers that were Minecraft.
And then her next statement is,
do you like, what did
you said, you have green eyes.
Oh, I just looked up at her, and she looked up, and she looked at me, and I said, you have green eyes.
And I do, and I was like, yeah. Because it was just so, I was just like, wait, why?
And I said, sorry, I just haven't noticed that before.
Because I hadn't looked at her since she sat down. But, and then little did I know, she was going to leave, but if I didn't talk to her, she would have. But I did, and that made her stay. And then I confused her by talking to Duck Boy, who was right beside us, and she had no clue who he was.
I was sitting there drawing chibis, because at that time, all I drew were chibis. I don't know why.
They were a big thing.
They were ugly. They were...
That was a laptop.
They were ugly chibis, but I drew them. And I was drawing, and I look up, and I see him and Allie. And I like,
Me and him were just kind of talking about random stuff.
And I just went back to my drawing, and I tried enter like, joining in, and I was like, hey, okay.
Like, she was so quiet, we didn't ever hear her talk.
I was shy and quiet then.
Yeah, so I was just like, So then they end up moving over. We'll call him Dirt Fairy. You know who Dirt Fairy is?
The one that called me...
The one that sat with annoyance in them, that wouldn't shut up, name starts with an R.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll just call him Dirt Fairy. The best you guys got is his name starts with an R. And he would constantly bug us. We literally end up getting like we call it a lunchroom, what's it called? Lunchroom...
Restriction?
Restraining order.
Yeah, that's it.
And it was basically, the security guards would watch him, and he could not bother us.
Yep.
And... Did I say lunch ladies or security guards?
Security guards.
Okay, so I said security guards. Security guards watched us, so they made sure that he wouldn't see us or come over to our table. And we kind of all just kind of started connecting in a way, like, him, like, Duck Boy, me, her, and a guy we'll just call T, because he probably doesn't want his name on the internet. But T, Duck Boy, me, and Alyssa were all sitting together, and this group started as a group of 4, and we were all talking, and we were all very weird, and we all made stupid jokes.
I didn't really say a lot. I was very quiet.
Yeah, she didn't talk very much. I was more outgoing. I was a little bit more outgoing when Annoyance showed up because I actually knew him. And I was a little bit more outgoing when Trenton showed up because I knew him. I don't care. And so now you guys know his name.
His name's Trenton.
Yeah. So,
to put it lightly, he's disgusting.
More like dirty-minded. But it was fun, and then the year came to an end, and I was like, I'm never gonna forget this. And that day that we met, I said the day that we talked, the day we actually said, okay, well, we're friends, was April 10th.
Yes.
And we celebrated by literally just
doing whatever best friends do. Okay.
But now her side.
I'm gonna tell this from the perspective of 7th through 8th grade this time.
If you don't have much time.
That's okay. 7th and 8th grade. Okay, let's see. 7th, we really didn't talk much. We didn't have nearly any classes together, but we did see each other at lunch and we talked. But then I got a boyfriend, which you know about, which is Ryan, but he was a jerk. He broke up with me over text, which is horrible. Anyway.
I said I'd break his legs, but she wouldn't let me.
No. And then we got closer near the middle of the year, then we got even closer to the end. And then 8th grade, we can't be broken apart. She still hates when I do this, but we can't be broken apart.
You're gonna see the face I made in that video, and you're gonna either hate me or you're gonna start dying.
Oh, great. Well.
But, bottom line, I thought she was somebody that she wasn't, and I slowly learned she was somebody a lot different. What did you think of me?
You were some emo bad girl that would hit me if I said anything bad about your mother.
Probably, but I didn't. I didn't look the best in 7th or 6th. I looked very dead. I looked very bad.
You look dead.
I did look dead. But
you still look dead. But a good dead.
But it just, bottom line, don't judge people by their cover, because I literally judged her by just how she was dressed.
I was wearing a dress, but if you met me, you know I'm not even all that girly.
Not even a little bit.
But I like dresses and skirts.
She was a lot different than I thought she was when I first saw her. I first thought she was going to be like super girly and try to turn me into her, but I was slowly wrong.
Oh no. But when you met me, I was so shy and quiet, and I cried a lot. But then 7th grade, I grew out of that a bit. Still cried because not a lot.
Shut up, me. No one wanted to talk to her after she started hanging out with me. No one likes me.
Everyone hated me. I have no clue why. I still don't know why.
I think that's why our friendship worked out so well, because so many people hate us, and we constantly make them hate us more.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time that we end this video, don't you think?
Yeah. 13 minutes. That's the longest video I think we have on my channel.
Nice.
So, yeah. So that's how me and Kitten met. It's pretty surprising. So, yeah. So, I don't know when I'm posting this, but peace out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you now. If you guys want to, you guys follow me on SoundCloud at Beep Boop and Weirdo Emo Pug. Do you need to say anything, Kitten?
You can follow me on SoundCloud and Wattpad. I have a story on there. Read it. I only have like a few views, and she says it's good. Please read it. It's good.
I also have a story on Wattpad.
Asasunaru Fan 24.
You guys can follow me on Wattpad at KillerClown16.
SoundCloud is Kitty Music.
That's
24?
her SoundCloud. I don't know.
I can't remember if there's a 24 behind
Try it with
not.
both.
Yeah.
And hers is like little chibis of
Homestuck.
Homestuck. If you know Homestuck, comment down below.
Yes, please.
So yeah, so peace out, Dude Swag. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I already said this. So peace out, Dude Swag, and bye.
Bye.
We're idiots.